guys, today we are going to make some sugar paste roses out of gum paste. This is the paste that I use. You can make it yourself. There's another video on how to make gum paste if you want to do it yourself, but I have bought one. So I decided to make red ones. You can choose any color you like, and for this we are going to need gum paste. We're going to need some foam so you can make the shapes of your roses, some flower tape, some cutters. If you don't have these ones, you can also use circle. And we need one styrofoam, like teardrop shape. And if you don't have this one, you can also make it out of gum paste or out of pastillage. Just let it dry before you use it. And some spoons. Honey, if you can show the spoons. I have some petals already prepared. I will tell you later. There are some extra spoons over here. Some starch and some tools. And that's all. First of all, what we are going to do is we are going to take some wires. Oh, you need wires, 3 hard wires. And what do? Can you come closer? You just twist this end like so, and then you twist it like this. All right. So you have this shape, and you stick it, and you stick it in the middle, like so. And try to hit the center. I didn't. This is better. And one is not enough because of all the paste coming on top. It's gonna be quite heavy, and if this is heavy, this just can slide downwards. So you need 2 more extra wires. You just push them like halfway through. One on the other, one on one side, and one here, for example. Stick it in, and this is what it holds all the weight. And now just use some tape. Just stretch it a bit, and then you just tape those wires so they stick together, and 3 of them can hold all the weight. So our middle part is ready, and now you need gum paste. I think you're enjoying your work. I have my friend, my best friend from Slovenia. I have another best friend in England, and I have this Slovenian friend, Sabina, here. Oh, she's waving to you. Maybe someday I'm gonna show you her face. Maybe not. That's a yes. Okay, now you, Sabina, now we roll the... Okay, this is fun today. All right. You roll it quite thin. If there is any air bubbles, use your needle to pop them. You can color your gum paste with any colors, gel colors, powder colors, any colors you like. it's sticking a bit to my table. So about 2 millimeters thickness. And now I have 3 sizes, and this is a first one, and this is the second one, and the third one has to be larger than your middle part. So for this rose we're gonna need 5 of the small ones. Just cut them out. Oh, we are already at 5. You need 5 middle ones. And you need 7 large ones. Of course, if you want your rose to be bigger with more petals, you can do that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I have 7 of those. If you want to pre-cut all your petals, you need to put them somewhere that they don't get dry. That's why I have here some foil, and you just put them here and they will stay pliable, so you can work with each petal. First, we're gonna take 2 of the small ones. You need this bowl tool. Now, Sabina, can you come here? And you have to shape them. If this paste is a little bit too thick, you can also flatten it a bit over here. And the main point is that you flatten the outside, this edge. This edge has to be very thin. This will make your rose look very realistic. And when you stretch it, you also get all those folds. Yeah. If it sticks, use some starch. So we just shape the petals. All right, and then you need some water and a brush, and you just put some water. Don't overdo it. It has to be sticky, not wet. This is a little bit too much of water. And leave this upper part without. You can add some more water later on if you need it. Maybe I should use a bigger brush for this. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cover this upper part. So 1 petal like this. Stick it on. If you're going to make this center part out of pastillage or gum paste, it's gonna stick easier than on this styrofoam. And the other one on the other side. So you close this part. We don't want any wires and styrofoam to show. Okay, this is the middle part. If it's not sticking well, use some more water. And okay. I'm gonna turn this camera off because I forgot my big styrofoam to stick this inside. I'll be back. So I have my big styrofoam here so I can stick it inside. And we continue with the... Why I have 6 of those? I only need 5. All right, never mind. Better one extra than one too little. Is that the word? So for the second row, it's the same with all the petals. You thin it out on the edges. It would be even more beautiful if you had a mold for those petals to put inside and to give them some more lines and some structure. But I don't have that. I only have for the leaves. They don't sell it here in Slovenia, but I can order it on Amazon. Yep. So if it sticks, use some starch. I know a lot of you already make your own flowers. I saw them in the group and they are beautiful. This video is for the ones that would like to start and haven't done it yet. So 3 of those. I'm taking one by one outside of that foil so they don't dry out too quickly. A little bit too wet. This time you can leave a bigger space without water. For the second row, you just take one petal, stick it on one side and leave this side a little bit open. And this is where we are going to place the second one. And you leave it open on this side. And you repeat for the third one. Stick it on. You can give it more shape if you like. At this stage, the rose is still quite closed. And we continue. For this row, you can leave even more space without the water. Just the lower part. It's a little bit like V shape, where you put the water. I don't like this brush. It's either too wet or not wet enough. Or maybe it's me today, not the brush. So you just put some moisture on it and we are ready to go. And it's the same process as for the previous row. So keep the height. You can be a little higher than previous or in the same height. Stick it on one side. Leave this space open. So you can If there are some petals left, sometimes it's quite hard to calculate how many you need. And if you close the row too quickly, no problem. You can use less petals. Can I use 2 more? Probably. And 1 more. At this stage, it's easier if you turn your rose on the head, like downwards. Don't worry about this part yet. We're gonna cover it with the last row. Oh. And you can also give those petals some more shape, like pinch it, like this, maybe every second one, or whatever you like, just to give it more different shapes. So we have another row to go. This won't be a big rose, and for the second row it's a little bit different. Let me show you. You take your large petal, you shape it the same way, flatten it, and especially flatten the outer edge. Like so. And then you take your toothpick, it's toothbrush, toothpick, and just give that edge on each side some more shape inwards. Take your spoon, if your spoon needs more some starch, put some starch on so it doesn't stick. Yep. And then to dry for about 20 minutes or 30 minutes, at least 20 minutes, but you can leave it longer. Mine are over here. I think this is like almost 1 hour. And now we're going to put those petals on. I have 7 of those. Just put some water over here, like V shape. Okay. Take your rose. It's better if you flip it like this. And you attach the first one like before. You stick it on one side and you leave one side open. Okay, this one stick to my spoon. So we leave it open here. Stick, place inside the second petal, and then you repeat all the way. And this is the rose. If you want to have it like closed up, like this, you hang it somewhere so it can dry hanging on its head, like this. But if you want your rose to stay open, okay, let me show you. If you want your rose to stay open, then you have to stick it somewhere, maybe like that you have something like this, and then you put on some foam. You stick your rose inside, and then you just take some paper towel, and you put your paper towels on the bottom part so it can stay open like this and dry like this more openly. I like my roses quite close. This is it. Then afterwards, to give it more like realistic look, you can put some powder colors, brush it on with some brush, some red and some dark red to give it some shadow, and it will come alive more than it is now. It's very plain now, one color, and that's it. You have to leave it to dry overnight, and tomorrow you can brush some colors on. I hope that made some sense, and tell me how you like this video, if it's helpful. I wish you a great day, stay creative, stay beautiful, and don't forget, anything is possible. Bye.